Introduction to Psychology. Which of the following systems is a chemical communication network that sends messages throughout the nervous system through the bloodstream? Endocrine system. During which stage of development the oedipal and electra complex takes place? The phallic stage. Which of the following will happen where we stop the reinforcement and the behavior will be extinguished? जब reinforcement प्रोवाइड करना छोड़ देता है इंसान तो बिहेवियर इज मोर लाइकली टू स्टॉप इस प्रोसेस को कहते हैं एक्सटिंक्शन एक कुत्ता है आप उसे बैठने का कहते हो और जब वो बैठ जाता है तो आप उसे ट्रीट के तौर पर हड्डी दे देते हो फिर जब आप उसे बैठने का कहते हो फिर आप उसे हड्डी देते हो ट्रीट के तौर पे लेकिन एक टाइम ऐसे आता है आप उसे बैठने पर हड्डी देना छोड़ देते हो यानी कि री नहीं प्रोवाइड करते हो तो वो आपके कहने पर बैठना भी छोड़ देगा तो behavior will be no longer there. इसे कहते हैं extinction. Who among the following developed his system of psychotherapy called client-centered therapy? Carl Rogers. The whole is greater than the sum of the parts. It is a statement associated with the perspective of Gestalt psychology. A branch of psychology that studies the psychology in action at the workplace is known as which of the following? Industrial or organizational psychology. Which of the following model focuses on how people know, understand and think about the world? जहाँ पर thinking process, thought, cognition की बात आ जाए आपको पता होना चाहिए कि वो cognitive model से relate करता है Dash is the school of thought in which psychology is defined as the study of structure of the mind, structuralism. Which of the following is the ability to use logic, past experience and learn information for the mental processing, reasoning? The branch of psychology that studies how psychological and social changes take place over the lifespan is known as social psychology. When a detailed description of a particular individual is gathered, this sort of data collection is known as a case study. The recording of the behavior of people or animals in their natural environments with little or no intervention by the researcher is known as naturalistic observation. Dash focuses on the unconscious forces that drive or motivate human behavior, psychodynamic model. Psychology is defined as the science of behavior and mental processes. Who discovered a speech center in the brain? A French surgeon and anthropologist, Paul Broca. Who gave the concept that human capacity for learning the language is innate? Noam Chomsky. The process of constructing comparable exposure and comparison group is called matching. If a person was angry, they would report all of their experiences during the times they were angry. Introspection. Cognitive approach emphasizes on all of the followings except genetic makeup. In which of the following types of learning a person's own association experiences and relations with the phenomena has been involved? Problem solving. Learning to play a piano is an example of which of the following? Shaping. Human behavior is determined by the environment. This was proposed by which of the following? Behaviorists. Which of the following is a rule, if it is applied, ensures the solution to the problem? Algorithms. A Skinner box is most likely to be used in research on operant conditioning. If reinforcement is withheld, the response rate of the child declines and finally no response is shown by the child. Extinction. Who among the following gave the cognitive appraisal theory of emotions? Richard Lazarus. All of the following statements concern with the concept of learning except learning is another word for physical growth. Which of the following is a desire, instinct or need that speeds up our behavior towards some goal? Motivation. Which of the following is not a type of learning? Synchronicity. Which branch of psychology studies cognition, related areas and issues? Cognitive psychology. According to Jung, which of the following is the energy for personal growth and development? Libido. A rectangle has two opposite sides equal. If it is not the case, then it is not a rectangle. This is an example of which of the following type of concept? Artificial. All of the followings are the features of unconscious except perception. Which memory system provides us with a very brief representation of all the stimuli present at a particular moment? Sensory memory. The ability to produce solutions to problems that are unusual, inventive, novel, and appropriate is called creativity. Laws of perceptual organization were proposed by which of the following schools of thought? Gestalt school. Today, psychology is considered as the scientific study of which of the following? Behavior and mental processes. Who among the following is known as father of Greek medicines? Alcmaeon. Who among the following is regarded as the father of medicine? Hippocrates. Who among the following is the author of the book The Origin of Species? Charles Darwin. Which of the following is incorrect about insulin shock therapy? इंसुलिन शॉक थेरेपी एक पुराना तरीका था साइकेट्रिक पेशेंट्स को ट्रीट करने का. इसमें इंसान को इंसुलिन इंजेक्ट किया जाता था और उनका ग्लूकोज लेवल इतना ज़्यादा गिर जाता था कि वो कोमा में चले जाते थे. ये किया जाता था ताकि उनकी मेंटल हेल्थ अच्छी हो सके. और इसमें ये ऑप्शन गलत है दैट इट वाज डेवलप्ड बाय पॉल ब्रोका हु वाज अ फ्रेंच सर्जन एंड एंथ्रोपोलॉजिस्ट. बाकी देखा जा सकता है कि सारे ऑप्शंस करेक्ट हैं. Which of the following can increase the likelihood of occurrence of a behavior? Reinforcement. जब आप reinforcement provide करते हैं तो it is more likely कि behavior repeat होगा. Identify where we stop reinforcement and behavior is extinction. Which of the following laws is given by Thorndike, stating that all responses followed by satisfaction are stamped into an individual and he learns those responses? Law of effect. Law of effect जो है वो थॉर्नडाइक ने दिया था, जिसके मायने है कि जिस काम पर आपको रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा, यानी कि रीइंफोर्समेंट मिलेगी और आपको सेटिस्फैक्शन मिलेगी, उस रिवॉर्ड के ज़्यादा चांसेस हैं, उस अमल के ज़्यादा चांसेस हैं कि वो रिपीट किया जाएगा. Which perspective of psychology emerged out of a desire to understand the conscious mind, free will, human dignity, and the capacity for self-reflection and growth? Humanistic. Which of the following processes is suggested by Bandura that helps human behavior to learn? Observation. Fatma is using newspaper records to study the rate of crime during the past 20 years. Which type of method is she utilizing? Archival data. A gene that only influences the expression of a trait when paired with an identical gene is known as recessive. Who gave the theory of humors? Hippocrates. हिपोक्रेट्स ने कहा था कि इंसान की बॉडी में कुछ फ्लूइड्स होते हैं जिनको ह्यूमर्स भी कहा जाता है. उनके इम्बैलेंस की वजह से इंसान के अंदर डिसऑर्डर्स आते हैं. Concepts with unique, easily defined traits are called artificial concepts. आर्टिफिशियल कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऐसे होते हैं जो कि मैन मेड होते हैं, इंसानों ने बनाए होते हैं, जिनके स्ट्रिक्ट रूल्स होते हैं.